Hey, welcome everyone to the 5 portals of possibility. This is portal number 3. My name is Heather Ashamara, and with Michael Stone, we are doing 5 meditations from the new moon to the full moon. And our focus on nourishing is about how to ascertain the difference between long-term nourishment and short-term nourishment, and use that to access more possibility in your life. So let's talk about what is nourishment. So nourishment is when you feel full, when you feel satiated, when you have the nutrients that you need to move through your life in a good way. And we have really been trained to do short-term nourishment, which is, I want to feel better right now. So we do things that maybe don't serve us in the long run, but give us that extra kick or that extra boost in the short run. So addictions, sugar, which gives you a rush and then crashes, not telling the truth to somebody because you're afraid it's going to hurt them. Like, those are all examples of short-term nourishment. And again, they make you feel better in the short run, but they usually have consequences. There's nothing wrong with short-term nourishment. There's times that it's actually the perfect thing to apply. But if you're only doing short-term nourishment, what happens is you burn out, your body gets compromised, you're not authentic to yourself, you usually create a lot more drama in your life. Long-term nourishment is when you're willing and conscious of looking at the bigger picture of what do I need to nourish myself over the long run. So that sometimes means foregoing short-term nourishment so that you can step into long-term nourishment. So an example of that might be doing a cleanse for your body. And in the short term, it doesn't feel very good because you have all the toxins coming out and it's usually pretty unpleasant. But in the long term, you know that you'll be healthier. Telling somebody a hard truth or having a very difficult conversation, in the short run, it's not going to feel necessarily great, but in the long run, it's going to benefit you and benefit the relationship. Okay, so when we're moving ourselves towards long-term nourishment, we have to be willing to be uncomfortable in the short run. So that's what our meditation will be about today, is learning how to understand in our bodies what nourishment is, and also how to hold the discomfort as part of the nourishing process. Go ahead and close your eyes. And let's start by having you imagine that you can sink roots into the earth beneath you. So imagine yourself as a tree, and that you send your roots down to receive nourishment from the soil, from the waters, from the rains, from the minerals and nutrients that are in the earth. Sinking your roots down and imagining them spreading out. And imagine that you can pull in these nutrients, the energy of the earth, the resources that are available to you as you plug your physical and energetic body into the earth. So imagine that you can pull in nutrients, pull in nutrition from the earth, pull in energy from the earth, and bringing it up into your body. Big inhalation, pulling this energy up. Imagining that the core of your body is the trunk of a tree. Inviting this energy from the earth to come up through the trunk of your body and then out the top of your head into branches. Imagine your branches going wide to sky. And you're going to then open to the nutrients of wind and sun and rain. So imagine you're taking in this spaciousness and feeding it into your body, this bright sunshine. And setting your intent to move yourself towards more long-term nourishment in your life. So let's start by feeling what is it like in your body when you feel nourished at all levels, when you feel nourished mentally, emotionally, physically. So when you feel mentally nourished, what does that feel like? So just start there. Mentally nourished. You might feel calm or stimulated or excited or have clarity. Stimulating conversations, creative projects. Again, go for the feeling sense of mentally being nourished. And then what does it feel like when you're emotionally nourished? When your emotional body feels nourished, you might feel a sense of love, gratitude, sense of peace in your emotional body. Breathing into that feeling sense of emotional nourishment. And then finally, what does it feel like when you feel physically nourished? When your body feels nourished, you might feel a sense of well-being, strength, alertness in your body, sparkly. How does your body feel when your body feels nourished? Good. Now pick one of those areas that feels most important for you right now. Mental, emotional, or physical. Pick one area of your being. And then ask yourself, what doesn't nourish that part of you? What actions, thoughts, behaviors, foods, drama do you take on that doesn't nourish that part of your being? So open up to the wisdom of your physical body to help you to explore what doesn't serve you, what doesn't nurture you in one of those areas: mind, emotions, physical body. And pick again one thing, one action, one food, one behavior. There may be many of them. Just pick one for now. So feeling that in your body, just noticing if you continue this behavior, thought pattern, way of living, what will the result be? So if you continue to not nourish yourself by eating or experiencing or doing this thing, what will the result be? And then bringing your attention back into your being. If you want, you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Take a breath. What would the remedy be? What would long-term nourishment look like in this area? What would long-term nourishment feel like in your being? So again, dropping in to the wisdom of your body to ask yourself to change so that you're focusing on long-term nourishment in this one area of your body. What would that look like? What would it be like? What actions or changes would help you to bring in long-term nourishment? And closing out, make a commitment to yourself to do more long-term nourishment in your life. So feeling into, does your being need more earth energy as nourishment right now, or more sky energy as nourishment? And this is how we'll close out the meditation, is letting you feel into asking your being, does your being need more earth energy, more sense of groundedness and stability and presence, or does your being need more sense of sky energy, openness, creativity, possibility? Both of them lead to more possibility. But which energy right now, earth or sky, would be more nourishing for your body? And just take a few minutes on your own to hold that connection with earth or with sky, asking for support as you step more and more towards long-term nourishment. Blessings.